Hi, fourth graders. Like I said in a previous book of the day video, we're going to look at some Dan Santat books, the illustrator. So we've read Dad and the Dinosaur and Drawn Together. So today we're going to do Beekle. So you kind of see that style of his as an illustrator. And so we have Beekle, the unimaginary friend. Okay. He was born on an island far away, where imaginary friends were created. Here they lived and played, each eagerly waiting to be imagined by a real child. Every night he stood under the stars, hoping for his turn to be picked by a child and given a special name. He waited for many nights. But his turn never came. Oh, does your heart sink for him? His mind filled with thoughts of all the amazing things that were keeping his friend from imagining him. So rather than waiting, he did the unimaginable. He sailed through unknown waters and faced many scary things, but thinking about his friend gave him the courage to journey on. He is going looking for his friend until he reached the real world. The real world was a strange place. No kids were eating cake, no one stopped to hear the music, and everyone needed nap time. I need nap time. Then he finally saw something familiar, and so he followed. He had a good feeling about this place, but he looked everywhere and he could not find his friend. He climbed to the top of a tree and looked out, wishing and hoping his friend would come. He's pretty determined to find his buddy. I think he feels like he has a purpose if he has his friend. But no one came. He thought about how far he'd come and how long he'd waited and felt very sad. Then he heard a noise below. Hello? Her face was friendly and familiar, and there was something about her that felt just right. At first, they weren't sure what to do. Neither of them had made a friend before, but after a little while, they realized they were perfect together. It's like them trying to figure out, like, should we handshake, hug? I don't know what to do. This is awkward. Oh, it's so funny. And then they introduce themselves. And she gives him a name, Beekle. Hi, Beekle. Beekle and Alice had many new adventures. They shared their snacks. They told funny jokes. The world began to feel a little less strange. And the fact that sometimes when you have an imaginary friend, you're having a hard time making friends, so you need someone to keep you company, or sometimes it's just your imagination is so grand that you're able to create even more friends than what you have. And so the fact that they're going to be able to bond over that, so she makes a real person friend, is a special thing. And together, they did the unimaginable. So that's Beekle. The Adventures of Beekle, and we're going to read some more Dan Santat books, whether he was the author and illustrator or just the illustrator. When I look at his pictures, they remind me a lot about like Disney Pixar style. That's what they look like to me. I really like them. They're bright, they're colorful, and they're really cute. So we'll read more.